How's it going, everybody? We are introducing a spider farm. Not a cave spider farm, just a regular one. And I am super excited about this because this comes to special request from one of the viewers from my cave spider farm video. And they asked if that farm could be used for regular spiders. And they cannot. And for you those who do not know, it is because cave spiders are less than a block wide, so they can fit through much smaller gaps and be manipulated differently. So, and the regular spiders, I believe, are a block and a half, if I'm correct on that. And so they're quite a bit bigger. And with that said, we need a different setup. Not too much different, but a little bit. And if you notice behind me, you can see the main thing that makes it different. Yeah, 1.13 they put spider jockeys back. So now we gotta deal with the remnants of skeletons. While they are rare, left unattended for a very long time, they can back up severely. So, I am here to show you what I did. And hopefully you all like this, because, you know, I put a couple hours into it, and I'm pretty happy about how it turned out. So let's get right into it. With all that said, we can jump right into the materials list here if you want to follow along. These first 5 are my building materials, and you can use whatever, you can swap these blocks out for whatever solid blocks you desire. These are all just building and decorative blocks. So, but if you wanted to follow along and make this magnificent sculpture that I have had before you, you'll need some light blue concrete, light blue stained glass, white concrete. I'm using quartz slabs and sea lanterns. Now the stuff that you will need is some form of stair. Doesn't have to be quartz, has to be a stair. Then you will need some iron bars, has to be iron bars, soul sand, hopper minecart, rails, hopper, some chests. These are for, you'll need a minimum of 4, but you can expand on your storage as always. And same goes for the hoppers. You will also need a good supply of water and some signs. And of course, your spawner. And with that said, let's go ahead, slap that right in the middle. We are going to go 2 high. So just like so. This does not have to be as tall as other spawners. If you have creatures like the skeleton, you will want it 3 high because they are tall and they will bob in the water and hit that as they go by sometimes. Spiders, on the other hand, are only 1 block tall, so they do not need that extra clearance. And you want to go 2 on top as well. And then you can go ahead and throw in your roof as you see fit. Let me go ahead and get that thrown in, and we'll be back. Alright guys, once you get all of that built up, all your walls, your ceiling, and your floor, and as a reminder, this is 9 blocks wide, and this main platform is 8 blocks deep. This is the length of which water will travel before you need to either drop your level or add a new source. And then we're going down by 1 block, and we're going another 2. This is the direction of which I am pushing my spiders. So wherever you want them to be funneled, this is the way you go. Now the first thing you'll do is you'll find your center. You'll find the center, and you'll break out a 3x2 door. This is where your spiders will be funneled. You could technically do a 2 wide door, but this makes it so that they go through easier, and you won't have complications this way. When I stress test this, they kept getting stuck, so I just made a 3 wide door, and now it works really well. So next, go ahead, fill this in with some upside down stairs, any choice of course, and I'm gonna fill this in just real quick, make everything symmetrical for you guys. Then we can jump out. This is where you need to decide how far you want your spiders to be. You can stretch this out quite a bit. You could probably put this platform like right about here is about where your spawner will stop spawning stuff. So you could technically put your platform this far out. But that's completely up to you and how your world is set up in whatever way that is. So next, we are going to go ahead. We are going to create this little chamber that's down here. Now, super simple. You're going to create a little 3x3 room for them. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and then a 2 block. So your spiders will be pushed into this, and then they will be funneled into this 2 block area. You can go ahead and cover this up. Just like so, so that way they cannot bounce up and down. And then now into the next easy part is we are going to add this little tunnel that's just going to, there's no bubbles, no nothing. It's just basic, just they're going to float. They're not like some of the new mods like zombies and skeletons that just sink. So let's go ahead. Let's go ahead and build that out. That's a 2x2 room. Just like so. You will take some signs. You'll put one here, shift click the next one. So it's just like so. This will break up your water streams when we put them in. You do not need a solid water stream because they are they're larger than 1 block. So when they are getting pushed, they will be sucked into this block more and then thrown up. Next, we can go ahead, and this is another thing that you can determine of what you want. This is, you know, the escalator for the spiders. So you can make this 5 blocks tall, you can make it 20 blocks tall. It's all up to you on how you want them to be funneled. For me, I just did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blocks and then threw them over. So I'm going to go ahead, copy that design, and I'll be back. Alright, there we have it. I missed a couple sea lanterns, but I'll put those in on the next break. So, next, let's go ahead and start filling in some water. We're to the point to where, you know, looking at your water flow will probably help you out in one way or another. So, as a normal spawner, we are going to cover this whole back wall in solid source blocks. This will make it so it pushes them all in. Next, we are going to put water in that corner, water in this corner. We'll get this nice flow coming right into here. There's a couple things that we are going to have to do in this room real quick. First is do not do that. Shift click some signs into here, blocking this right underneath the steps, and then you will take more stairs and you will throw them right here. This will keep the spiders from jumping up and crawling around the room. And it should go without saying, don't put lighting inside of here if you want them to spawn. But go ahead, fill all this in with a solid block. This way they can't get up here and crawl around your room, causing mayhem and dropping your spawn rates mainly. Next, I'm going to go ahead and break that real quick. Throw a bucket in this corner, opposite of where your little tunnel is going. Then right here, go ahead, throw some water. And you're going to make all of the solid blocks all the way up. This will create a nice little fall to where you can go ahead and start funneling out your spiders. I am gonna have them come out right here, and it is best if you throw in some half slabs right at this level. So let's go grab some of those, like so. And right here, go ahead and throw some half slabs. They will still be able to breathe within this half block, but it keeps them from bouncing around and doing whatever spiders like to do, I guess. So let's go ahead, fill this in. Just like so. Now this is where if you can look there, this is where we're gonna be standing and, you know, hanging out with the spiders. So what we need to do is go ahead, fill in this roof here. This stream will push them straight up to here, and if we look there, we put some half slabs just like so. we go ahead, break into here, and this will give you the ability to swing and hit at them at your leisure. Now, in survival, you will be hurt by the spider if you were to stand right here and swing at them. As they were to come back at you, they would attack you. And that's where these iron bars come in. If we throw 2 in like that, this will keep them far enough away from you. It's just the right amount where you can hit them, but they can't hit you. So it keeps the farm safe. And there you go. This is technically all you need to run a successful spider farm. Other than the occasional, skeleton that may come in, very rare, but they sit here at the bottom, and you could just go in and clean them up every now and then. It would not back up your system. It would not cause lag, unless you were here for a very long time, like 20 hours, I would say, before you even had a couple dozen in here. Because I think it's 0.08% chance of a spider spawning with a jockey on top of it. So very low percentage, and you could just go ahead and build this and deal with the repercussion. Or you can continue to watch the video, and I'll show you how to go about building this little tunnel. It's not very difficult, very simple. Pretty much building one of these. Okay, so slight modification. So this is where your spiders go up. You need this 1 block open to push the skeletons over into your signed area. Then you'll put your soul sand shooting them up. So let me go ahead, rebuild this column. Shouldn't take too long here. And then after this top sign, you can go ahead and fill this in with any solid block you want. This will push them over and into this area. Go ahead and throw 1 last sign right over the hole. That way they do not... it's just cleaner that way. Next, go ahead and throw a roof onto this. I prefer using half slabs on any roof for any mob design. That way nothing can spawn up here. At least throw some lights up on top. That way when you're just AFKing down here, nothing comes and kills you. So last but not least, we are going to go ahead and throw in our item collection system. Right underneath, go ahead and throw a chest. This can be wherever you want. You can run your item chains as long as you want to go. But here we are going to be just throwing in a couple hoppers and 1 chest. So go ahead, throw four hoppers right behind this chest. We're going to throw 4 hopper minecarts right underneath. Let's go ahead and throw some rails on here. We'll do the back ones first. Then we'll go ahead and do the front ones. Make sure that you have these slabs up top in place. This will keep them from rolling off after you break. Since they are so close, when you break the rail, they will separate and one will get pushed off. So once you get those in place, go ahead and break them. Let's do these 2 up front. 1, 2, and like so. Turn off F3B. And there you go. Now you can go ahead and throw any item on these 4 blocks. They'll get picked up and thrown into the chest. And you can go ahead and decorate this area as you wish. I just did a little stairs that go up, come down and around to collect the items and to our shepherd. And that is it, guys. That is the whole thing all done and ready to go. I hope that you guys enjoyed this, and as always, if it is helpful, please leave me a comment. I'd like to know how it went in your world. And be sure to subscribe for more content like this. And until next time, guys, bye!